Hey guys, it's Taylor. Today's gonna be a story time, but it's gonna be like, I remember this really well for some reason, but this is when I was like 5, and I'm like 13 now. I just want you guys to kind of absorb that. I've memorized this moment about under 10 years. Like, it's been 8 years, and I still remember it. So this all started when my mom flew to China. She had some work to do. I think maybe some of your parents may have had some issues working, but so she flew to China, which me and my sister, we really missed her, but we were staying with our father, and I love my dad so much. So she was in China, and then a few days afterwards, like a week, that's how long she stayed, to make sure that everything went well with her business. So after about a week, she was going to come home. And like when she went on trips, she went for like every other year. So she went on trips, she was coming back, she was in LA. She called my father and says, hey Steve, like I'm acting like my mom right now. Hey Steven, I'm headed home, so I know I'm getting on the plane right now. And what my father says is, don't worry, we have an open head laceration, which basically means what was going on before he said that. Me and my sister, we were playing Twister upstairs, and there's a rocking chair, and my mom and dad love the rocking chair. I fall and hit the pointy end, it rocks. I hit the pointy end and it gets right here, and like I didn't feel it. Like I just didn't feel it. So my sister just goes and she says sorry and everything, and she says what she said was like, I'm headed to my room. So, and this time my sister's 7, so she didn't really know what's going on either. So I got upstairs, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm dressed in all white, like head to toe all white. Nothing like other colored. Like, I mean, my top had some like pink stuff on, I guess. But I turn around, look in the mirror, because I feel my hair, so I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. So I turn around. There was a lot of blood coming from my head. I'm running down the back of my shirt onto my skirt as well. And I don't freak out as much as I thought, but internally I'm freaking out. Because I don't know what's happening. And let me remind you, I'm a 5-year-old child, and I'm going, oh my Lord, what's happening to me? So I go over to my father, and I turn to him, and I say, Dad, I'm bleeding. And he's like, what? And I said, Daddy, I'm bleeding. And I'm going to remind you this. My dad is an orthopedic surgeon, so he knows how to take care of people if they're bleeding. And he's like, oh, is it a cut or something? Is it a scratch? And I said, no, Daddy, like my head's cut open. And I turn, and he doesn't, because he's used to if people get hurt. But what he does is he's like, oh Lord. Like, he doesn't really know what to do. Hi. My mom's here if you want to see. Come on. No, she doesn't want to come. But, so, my mom calls, and like, this is before I told you what had happened. But, once again, my mom calls, says, I'm headed home, and my father says the open had a laceration. My mom's like, well, you're going to take her to the emergency room? He's like, I am not taking my daughter to the emergency room. He's like, well, are you going to call 911? And he says, I am not calling 911. And in my head, I hear that. I'm like, what is he gonna do? He gets his medical kit from downstairs with needle and thread. Like, this is clean stuff. Like, this is clean supplies. He's a doctor. He always carries the stuff. He always likes clean stuff. So, he says, this is gonna hurt a lot. And he sews up my head right then and there in my house. In our house. And, like, it hurts. Like, it hurts. If you guys have ever gotten stitches, it hurts. And I think it was about, like, 6 to 8 stitches that I got, because it was like a big, like, I still have the scar like right there. And so what I remember is my grandparents coming over and making sure I was okay, and my sister was in the restroom, and guess what she was doing? She was laughing at me screaming. Yeah, but that's like, and I remember next day my dad comes with me to elementary school and in kindergarten, and bluntly says to the teacher, she cut her head open, like normal thing. Teacher takes it like a normal human being. Like, my dad's a normal human being, but takes it as if, like, oh my gosh, she cut her head open, and like goes on a rant about, is you okay? Like, is she okay? He says, yeah, shut up. And so the rest, like, nothing's wrong with, like, nothing's physically or mentally wrong with me. So everything turned out well. But I would say, I don't know how I still remember that, but I just do. And it was like the normal, like, thanks to my father, I guess, because he's a surgeon. But it was like, I guess I was kind of shocked that I didn't go to the emergency room, because if you all know, the emergency room is pretty expensive, and I didn't want to do that. Like, I don't even want to do that now. But, yeah, so basically everything turned out fine with me. I am healthy. Yeah, I'm healthy. I'm healthy, I'm fine. But if you ever have a father who's a surgeon, and they say, I'm not taking my daughter or son to the emergency room, just listen to them. Because they probably have some alternative idea to how to fix you or how to take care of you. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe or like. I will leave I will leave my Instagram and Twitter in the description. So if you guys want to ask me questions like when did this take place, or if you guys want to ask some questions like, I don't know, what's your favorite color, or what's my favorite place to shop, please do. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great